Well, you just heard the sounds from the South Carolina Philharmonic performing at Segra Park. It's an interesting way to showcase their sounds, and now you have a chance to experience it for yourself this weekend. Joining us now to talk all about it is the South Carolina Philharmonic music director himself, Morihiko Nakahara. Hey, Morihiko.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks
for
so
having
much.
me.
Yeah, absolutely, Morihiko. Watching that video right there, it is so cool. You are conducting an orchestra in a baseball field.
Yeah, and you know, as a child growing up in Japan, I was a huge baseball fan. Played it myself, so
Look at
it's like
that.
a dream come true, right? To do what I love doing, which is make music with this wonderful orchestra, but at Segra Park, right on the field.
So does it bring back memories in Japan? And you think about it?
Yeah, it does some ways. Yeah.
That is so cool, Morihiko. You know, first off, how long have you all been performing at Segra Park?
Yeah, so we started this initially in, I think, 2021. So this is our 6th year of doing it. And initially, it was, a way to kind of celebrate our community being able to come together, like, coming out of the pandemic.
Right, yes.
So it was sort of a big event to do outdoors, and it became an annual event. Really, it's usually just before 4th of July to celebrate, and especially this is, 250th.
Absolutely.
So why not a birthday week, really, right? So, so we're kind of kicking off the whole, week with this,
And that is pretty cool. We have some video, or actually some pictures of the previous years. Now take a look at that, the fireworks there at the orchestra. So, Morihiko, how long does it take for you all to prepare for something like this?
Well, the interesting thing is for our orchestra musicians, we just rehearse the day of. And it's a huge day. So we rehearse the day of indoors because it obviously gets so hot during the day. And then our crew does this amazing job of moving everything loading everything onto the stage, which is the field. And then we do a quick sound check, like at 7:30, 7:15 or something, and then we 8 o'clock concert.
The day of. Well, that talks to how professional you are, that you all only have to practice the day of. So tomorrow is the big event at Segra Park, and this obviously, it is part of South Carolina's 250th celebration. What does it mean for you to take part of that? And especially you talked about from being Japan and now you are American.
Right,
How does that feel?
And being, having lived in this country for over 30 years now, so more than, half of, well, 2/3 of my life or something. I don't know. Something to that effect or so. But yeah, this concert just celebrates the spirit of freedom, innovation, adventure, all of these things that makes this country unique and great. So you will hear a lot of familiar patriotic tunes.
America the Beautiful, maybe?
Yeah, America the Beautiful, of course, and Stars and Stripes, whoever, which will come during the fireworks, of course. That's always our big finale. Yeah, and then what's unique about this one is that we actually usually around 9:15 or so, once it's dark enough, we play with the fireworks.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
I know.
So
yeah, they sync the fireworks with what we're doing. So that's that's pretty cool.
Okay, Morihiko, that is. Now I want to go so I can see this myself.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Speaking of which, there is a kids zone. We're gonna have that information for you up there at Segra Park from 6:30 until 8:30, so the kids have an opportunity to have a good time too.
Yeah. So this is really intended as an event for the whole family.
Okay.
And we make the ticket prices affordable. And it's a great way to come together and celebrate 4th of July a little bit early, but also, maybe first time for some of our folks in our community to experience a full orchestra, for the first time, and what a cool way to do it at Segra Park with fireworks.
That is really, Morihiko, that is a great idea. Again, folks, it's taking place tomorrow at Segra Park. We talked about the kids zone at 6:30, and the fireworks and the music begins around 8 o'clock. So you get a chance to see all that and hear the Philharmonic, and the synchronized music with the fireworks, you said, correct?
Yeah.
It'll be synchronized.
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute fireworks show. It's like a grand finale, and we play 4 or 5 tunes.
How cool is that?
Yeah, with the fireworks.
That's cool, Morihiko. Morihiko Nakahara, thank you so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it. Thank you for bringing the sounds of orchestra here into Columbia. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Stay with us. There's more Good Day Columbia coming up right after the break.